Alrighty, deck today is Squee-Blade. We played this a long time ago. God, I don't even remember when we played it. Probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And it was originally a Rakdos mid-range shell that was just full of removal, like mid-range or removal dot deck. And then the main win con is Squee the Immortal with a Black Blade Reforged. So Squee is a 3 mana 2/1 legendary creature. You can cast it from your graveyard or from exile, so it's really hard to get rid of. And Blackblade Reforged is a 2 mana legendary equipment. Equip creature just +1/+1 for each land you control. Can equip for 7 or equip a legendary creature for 3. So once you get these two on the board, whether they kill Squee, you can just re-equip it, recast it every turn. It keeps swinging with a giant beater. So since then, we updated it a little bit. The idea behind the deck is still the same. I'm just a mid-range shell with a Karn board. However, I wanted to try to upgrade this a little bit with some of the new alchemy stuff, or not new anymore, but beforehand we were playing similar things, a discard suite, bedevil, we were playing like baleful mastery and stuff like that, but our main win con was, or not our main win con, but our main sort of card advantage engine was Maze Mine Tome. And instead I wanted to try Hymn to the Ages, so we added a slight splash of blue, but of course, the chorus cards actually sort of stay in sync with the rest of the deck because we get access to Ribald Shanty and Maselic Ballad, which is a great sort of top-end board wipe that also hedges our life total, gains us a bunch of life, and even if we sacrifice Squee, we can always recast him. So we're playing this sort of Grixis Shanty sort of chorus suite on top of what we had before. We have Inquisition 3/3 split with Thoughtseize, the Ballads, the Hymn to the Ages, and Shanty as some extra removal. But then we're playing additional Bloodchief's Thirst, Molten Collapse, and Bedevil on top of that. Now, the reason we're playing, I know Bedevil is just a murder with upside, but because we're sort of devoted all in to just removal and interaction besides our Karn board, I want to do my best just to have the most versatility we possibly could. So Molten Collapse obviously hits walkers and creatures, but it can also take out non-land permanents or non-creature non-land permanents. We don't usually have a way to descend and get both, but it's kind of just playing a dread board with upside at this point. And then Bedevil obviously hits artifacts, creatures, or walkers at instant speed, and it has some beautiful art. So it's just a good all-around 3-drop piece of removal to have. On top of Ballad, we're also playing Damnation, just as a little bit of extra board wipe. You could probably swap these out for something like... you could even play Shadow... What is that card called? What's the 5? Shadow's Verdict is also pretty hot. Exiles all creatures and walkers from graveyards and the battlefield with mana value 3 or less. We used to play that in the old version, but I kind of dropped it. That was way back when like Arcanist was a bit more of a handful in Historic, but probably not needed anymore. And then we also play a single Chandra just as another form of card advantage away and sort of a side win con if we can't actually close the game out fast enough with Squee. The mana base is much different because obviously we're splashing blue. We still have some utility lands in the form of Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Castle Locthwain, and Blast Zone, but we're just playing 12 shocks, a mix of some of the verges and basic lands to help make sure Castle Locthwain enters untapped. Now, the most important thing with this deck is the wish board for Karn. It's been changing a lot as things come out from new sets and whatnot, but I'm pretty happy with this wish board right now. So we're playing Tormod's Crypt, Elixir, Pithy Needle, Shadow Spear, Soul Guide Lantern. Of course, we have to have Blackblade Reforged, Damping Sphere, Flute, Coding, Stone Brain, Cosmos Elixir, a couple rings, Statue, and Cityscape Leveler. So we have 2 pieces of graveyard hate. Elixir is mainly just like the life total is good, but it's mainly for the other mid-range decks or like control, where like we grind to a point where like we're just 1-for-1ing and going back and forth. Hopefully, like our Hymn to the Ages or our Castle Locthwain let us pull ahead. But there's been games before, especially against like Yorion piles, where you want to be able to have something to reset your deck and just sort of be able to keep drawing into hotness as you go. Plus, the life total is really helpful. Along with that, Shadow Spear pairs well with Blackblade Reforged. Sometimes you grab this early and just start swinging with a 3-2. Sometimes you throw it on the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, stuff like that. But along with both of these, it's actually really good. Even Blackblade Reforged 2 is when you have a Karn and you're able to like start like drop a God Pharaoh statue and then animate it with Karn, and then this is usually late game, and then you pay the 7 mana to equip your statue with the Blackblade Reforged and just start chunking damage out of them. But it can Shadow Spear helps in a pinch to gain that life back. Also relevant, the permanents your opponents control lose hexproof and indestructible is quite relevant against Boros auras and stuff like that too. Damping Sphere is mainly for combo. We have Flute and Needle for opposing walkers, and manlands are actually quite tough to deal with in this deck. We are playing. We're not playing Fatal Push because I didn't think it was worth it in place of like Shanty. But most of our removal is, besides Bedevil and Shanty, is just sorcery speed, and sometimes you just need a Pithy Needle, like a Restless Reef or whatever you want to, whatever you can think, someone else's Hive of the Eye Tyrant or stuff like that. So those are there for that. Of course, we have Liquid Metal Coating to go with Karn. This is actually super relevant if you can keep your board clear and just start picking away your opponent's lands. Stonebrain is sweet because obviously it exiles itself. You can go get stuff out of your opponent's library, but then you can loop it with Karn and keep exiling things, keep reusing it because you can pull it out of your own exile and recast it. Cosmos Elixir is just a nice incremental life gain, draws you cards in late game, but good against aggro. One Rain, we're playing 2 so that we can get rid of the first one, so we don't die to our own rings if we need to. And then Statue and City-State Level are just some common top ends. This helps sort of seal the deal against a lot of mid-range opponents. Makes all their stuff super expensive to cast, incremental life loss. And then Leveler is a nice game-ending threat that also happens to blow up a lot of relevant things in the format. So yeah, we'll see how this does. I mainly hop back into this because I wanted to play it in best of 1, since they just reverted the nerf to the sideboard in best of 1. You have access to a full 15 cards instead of the 7 for your wish boards like Karn. But I thought we might as well just take this into best of 3. We are generally on the same power level as the rest of Historic. I mean, we're just a bunch of removal in a mid-range, a black-red shell with a little splash of blue for him. But yeah, I haven't played this in a long time. I'm excited to smack some squeeze into people, and we'll see how we do. All right. Squee-Blade best of 3. We're going to do our best. We just went 6-1 in best of 1. That's hilarious. What does Restless Reef mean? Chat, am I about to get counterspelled here? No, I'm not. Incredible. Let's grab our Liquid Metal Coating. He's got Vraska's Contempt. Everyone knows Vraska's Contempt, historic staple. Grab God Pharaoh's statue while we're chilling. At least next turn, if he doesn't have another... Well, hopefully he just taps out. Second Vraska's Contempt. Incredible for us. But joke's on him, fellas. Because I do have the third Karn. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Plaza of Heroes into Lauren of the Third Path. You got it, Super Chief. Of course he's playing. Why would he not be playing Lauren of the Third Path? Okay, let's shanty this. Beautiful. And let's just jam the statue. Let's grab the Pithy Needle. I feel like he's going to try and fire up the Restless Reef at some point. Field of Ruin. Is this just like generic Blink? I don't really know what we're playing against. Does he have removal for our God Pharaoh statue? Could have like March of the Swirling Mists. Who knows? I don't know what's happening right now, chat. He's really having a tough time reading that statue. Elite Spellbinder. Yeah, you got it, Super Chief. I think we're going to Needle and then... takes the Bedevil. Squee! Chat, we found a Squee. Let's name Restless Reef. Because that card's annoying. And then I think I want to just ballot him now. And then let's go get Historic Staple Blackblade Reforged. And pass the turn. Actually, next turn we can up... Oh my god. Chat, you want to see? Well, we'll see what he does. It'd be funny if he had removal for Blackblade Reforged, wouldn't it? Why does he, like, take so much time to read things? You'd have to have a 1-mana spell here, right? In order to cast anything? Oh, baby! Let me Thoughtseize you real quick. Jesus. Okay, so he does... I was right. He does have a March. Let's take his Farewell, because Farewell's annoying. We're going to play our Squee. We're going to equip our Squee. We're just going to plus on nothing, I think. So he seems to just be playing... does he have 100-something card? He has 80 cards. I thought it'd be greater than 80, but it's not. He just seems to be playing cards he owns. Now, he could Ashiok and make us discard Squee. He could... I don't know what he's going to do. He's taking his sweet time, though. Shout out to opponent making sure they know what they're doing. March of the Otherworldly Light on Squee for 5. Why did he do it? Okay. Just going to replay my Squee. Yeah, Super Friends is fun. We played that really low to the ground Super Friends list not too long ago. With like Ashiok, Little Ashiok, and Jace, and whatchamacallit? We made it to Mythic with that list. The mill version. That was a sweet deck. Okay, Blast Zone is fire too here. Let's just play our Ring out. Oh. That makes sense. Does he have... No, he's just gonna... Well, I guess he could animate Restless Reef. Oh, no, he can't. We still have Pithing Needle. He didn't get rid of that yet. So let's smack him for 11. Opponent is playing Farewell, which is annoying. With Chandra's Regulator. He exiles our graveyard. No, he's oh, we have protection. He exiles his own graveyard. Shout out to that guy. Is he gonna... This bounces a creature, right? No, non-land permanent. So he could bounce... Okay. I don't know why he did that. If I had a second card in hand. Okay. You know what's real nice about this is we don't even have to sideboard. We can just hit submit. Boros mid-range with 4 Chandras. Even better. There's some... While we're sitting here in our opponent's sideboards. Oh, chat, you can hear me on my own stream. Don't we have... I remember playing this deck way back when. Gideon Tribal. Do we have... Well, we have Ally of Zendikar Trials. We don't have this one, but we do have Blackblade now. Plus, we have Oath of Gideon. And we have every other card. We have yet to build Garruk Relentless combo. You know, with Garruk Relentless and Heart of Quran, you can... Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love this hand. I don't really like this hand either. Do we need Squee right away? Not really. Ooh, Hybrid the Eye turn off the rip is great. Siphon Insight. Shout out to my opponent. I assume they just get a removal spell. We do have to be aware of Farewell and stuff, obviously. He plays a Karn. Does he? Do you think he has sideboard stuff for Karn? No, he doesn't. Okay. Elish Norn. Grafdigger's Cage. Elite Spellbinder. I'm gonna snipe that in response. He can take whatever he wants. Is this opponent's graveyard? Yeah, it is. That kind of sucks. Hey, Bedevil. We can always remove the cage to let us play our Squee. He might just fire off a, yeah, Field of Ruin. Or go get a Swamp. Wandering Emperor on his own turn. What a gamer. We are running out of cards. He could draw and play Yorion, in which case we actually might just ballad that. Putting counters on... Okay, him was a fucking great draw. Jesus. Squee! Should we take a peek at what he has in the old Handaroo? Farewell and Cleansing Nova? The only one we're really worried about is Cleansing Nova at the moment. He draws the Yorion. Put a Blast Zone on whatever. Swing for 2. Play our tap thing. Okay, so we're kind of just chilling. He can Yori on us. He does not Yori on us. Doesn't do anything, actually. He has what, a Restless Reef? We go up to 24. He can play his Yorion. We can play our Squee again. Squee the Immortal, baby. Best card in Magic. This is peak Magic. Siphon Insight, you got it. He took my Castle Lock. I actually needed that. What a dick. Hope that's not another Karn. Oh, it's a fucking Chandra. Why does it always feel like Heist and Siphon Insight always now like the best shit? Wow, we are drawing nothing but lands here. Isn't that fun? We'll see if he wants to confirmation bias. I know. I've explained that. I explained to a lot of people in Discord about that. I think it just feels bad when your opponent gets good cards from your deck. Yorion! Bounce the Chandra. Oh, Chad, he didn't bounce the Chandra. He hates it. Ooh, I'll take that. Chat, I would like a card, please. Just one. I just need one card. What did he find? Finds a Shieldred. Shout out to my opponent. Really ripping hot. Really ripping hot off the top here. You know what I want to play? I want to play one Elixir in the sideboard, I think. Wow, opponent is drawn hot. This might be the one time when, like, an actual pile of mid-range cards is better than my pile of mid-range cards. Because they just have so much random shit in here. It's crazy. Find a Molten Collapse. Which blows up the Chandra. Which is pretty peak. These are Plosive Heroes? That's only for legendary creatures. Swing one, baby. Yeah, take it like a man. Alright, we need a Karn or a him. Oh, he's gonna race me, chat. This man's gonna try and race. He does have a Hall of the Storm Giants. Narset's quite annoying. That actually sucks. And he finds a Tosh off the top. Jesus Christ. It's one thing after the next here, huh? Give me like a Bedevil, please. Okay, I'll take a card. What are we getting? Actually, I think we just get a Black Blade and snipe his, we can just kill him, right? He overextended himself. Nice! What a top deck on our part. Oh yeah! We're back. We're so back. We are so fucking back, chat. We are so back, baby. We're gonna, I forgot to hit record, so we're gonna record now. We just played against Mono Blue Tempo, and we just outvalued him until he didn't land a creature anymore. That's what we're doing. That's the plan. But I'll at least record game 2 and 3. God, I miss Squee. Chad, I miss Squee. Squee's an incredible deck. I will say all our matches are probably going to take forever. Mono Blue. Chat, do you think we have... Who's messaging? Oh, Tyrant. This deck... Where was it? This guy's list was so sick. He played Hoarding Broodlord and Saw in half, and then he would sacrifice... So he could keep tutoring cards. And then he would sacrifice a Saw in half token to make 8 mana. And then you would get, like, sacrifice plus Saw in half. Every time you sawed in half a Broodlord, you would get another Saw in half and a sacrifice, so you could just chain mana together until you found like a Beseech or something. It was so gross. All right, game 2 against our opponent. We want to keep, hopefully find a hand that can play Shanty on turn 1. We did, what did we play? We played Cool But Rude in Zombie Mint, Necro Dominance. I don't think we played it on stream, but I tried to play... I've won a few games with New Perspectives. But they're kind of just, like, we played it in that blue-red Casey Jones shell. No, we didn't. No, I played Casey Jones in the blue-red Casey shell. Like, it's good. I think it's kind of basic. It's sweet in New Perspectives combo. Because you don't even have to, like, fully loop. You can just cycle 10 cards and... call it a day. I'm just really interested in Does Machines, but I just don't... I haven't seen anyone play with that in Historic or, like... Or, like, I don't know what to do with it. Ooh, excuse me. I have the hiccups, chat. Let's look up Does Machines. There's literally one deck on Moxfield that has Does Machines. And it's not even a deck, it's just... whatever. Okay, it seems like opponent's not going to be here. So we're going to go into match 3, I think. Attic Universe. This hand's pretty sweet. We are against a Luris shell. Are we on Auras here? What's our Auras matchup like? Oh, no, we're on Frog. Okay. Is Force Inundation... Jesus, Satoru. Is Force Inundation standard in Frog decks? Ornithopter. Chat, I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Is this An artifact build? Did we find someone playing cool magic cards? We did. Chat, we found someone playing cool magic cards in their deck. Oh, never mind. He's just playing... He's playing rogues. He's playing ninjas. I got excited, chat. I got too excited. Boys. I got too excited. Shit. Alright, so... This matchup, we really gotta find... I guess Satori's sweet. With Ornithopter. That's a lot of fuel. We gotta find Ballad ASAP, pretty much, right? No, let's just snipe the Satoru. Oh, he's got a pause here. Does he have negation? Now, if this is like generic rogues with Satoru, then we're probably gonna get eaten alive if he has counterspell backup. Because they are, unlike that hydroponic list, this guy seems to have real pressure. Surgically extracts my Bedazzle. I don't like it, chat. He's really wondering what the fuck I'm playing. He's really looking through the list right now. He's like, what is going on? Chat, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Plays another Ornithopter. He's gonna swing at us for 3. With 3. And then we're gonna get ninjutsu'd with Silver for Master. Plus another Moon Circuit Hacker. So we're gonna take 5. Ouch. Ouchie Wawa, chat. And he has Foundry. Okay, well, we have Karn, which doesn't help us. We're just dead here. Too fast. So we need to prioritize hands with Shanty and Damnation Ballad. This is the part of the deck where, like, not having access to a full sideboard and going all in on the wish board kind of sucks. But we're gamers, and we stand by our decisions. Right? Right. That's what I keep telling myself. Glad to see Retrofitter Foundries playable again. We played some of that in Boros Thopters. It felt good. Ooh. Cold chat. Strixhaven debut starts tomorrow, right? Tuesday. Oh no, it starts on Tuesday, March 31st. Gross. Oh, that's the actual debut. Yo, what if there was a Super Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe, chat? Is that something we're into? Oh, I don't think I can keep that. I don't think I can keep this. Shit. Okay, Ballad's not bad. What do you got? Ornithopter, Silver for whatever. Okay. Our mana, this is tough. Did he find? Okay, of course he did. Luckily, we can somehow cast all our spells, but we would like a Shockland of some sort. Does he have a surgical here? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Silver for Master resolves. Stuck on 2 lands. That sucks for us. I think our deck just didn't want to win this one for us, chat. Deck just did not want us to win this game. Pithing Needle, naming what? Karn? Or Chandra? Probably Karn. But we have a lot of main deck hate for artifacts, which is hot. Let's chat what's taking our opponent so long. I definitely think we're gonna lose this one. Karn the Great Creator. We find an Inquisition, which does nothing, and then we just sit here because we have no. Cool but Rude's a good one. Yeah, we drew 2 lands. Nothing. Our deck didn't want to win that one. It wasn't in the heart of the card. It's fine. Abandon all hope. Chat, why didn't our deck like us that game? You hate to see it. We used to, when I was a younger player at F&M, I used to pass out Salt Road patrols from cons of Tarkir. That was always fun. I used to go to F&M with like 3 of my buddies, and we just had like we had a deck box just full of Salt Road patrols. We would go around and give them to losing players. What is this? High Noon? Maybe I should have taken an Oracle. I don't know if I care about Reprieve that much. Oracle's a little more annoying if he finds Time Twisters and stuff and whatever. Let me find a Bedevil. Karn is a great pickup. Let's try and Liquid Metacroning him right away. Snapcaster into Reprieve. Do we want to take him off white? He has a Plains in hand, right? Well, it doesn't matter. We have double castle plus Metallic Ballad. Okay. Nice. That's a good top deck on our part. Let's prioritize hands with some discard and cheap interaction. I do miss Fatal Push. Chat, there's this. I really like this sweatshirt. Can you see that? It has the very hungry caterpillar on it, but I am worried it's from one like of those TikTok shops, and it's just gonna be shit. And I'm a little scared. Also, I don't have any money. Plum has $0. I have a friend who might be able to get me into a technician job, which would be sick. But we'll have to wait and see. How's the, what are you doing again, Preef? DJing? How's the DJing going? I'm gonna maul this. I know we talked about Jesus. Okay, I guess we'll keep whatever. I know we talked about prioritizing, but I can't keep this many lands, but I don't want to go to 5, so. I don't know. I applied to a few different things. There's like a processing technician, a clean room technician, an aseptic filling technician. Are we gonna get Force Spiked? Or maybe Mana Tithed or Spell Pierced? Yeah. That's fine. We found a him. Vendor is flaking on me. Well, tell that vendor to suck your wiener. Opponent found a land? Okay, but he also tapped out, which is nice. So let's fire off a him while we can. We find a Thoughtseize. Good for us. Do I don't think I have Squee-Blade on. I have the original Squee-Blade. Snap into Ponder is interesting. Sorry to hear that, though. That sucks. We find a Ballad, which is pretty hot. Opponent's probably got a grip full of shit, right? Yeah. Oh. Okay. I thought they were... Ew. This hand's just kind of gross. I don't... They're only on 3 lands, though. I'm just going to take the remand. And we can just Karn them. Why do I sound like Christopher Walken? Hey. Baby. Christopher Walken. Grab another liquid metal coating. Start taking them off lands. Honestly, I don't care about that much, but my business partner is stressed and it's making me stressed. Yeah. What is happening? Oh, okay. He's gonna try and get himself to like a Chandra. Did he top deck the land? Oh, that sucks. That's a tough one, boys. That's a tough one for sure. That sucks big time. Sorry to my opponent. Did he top deck another one? Hell yeah! They find... maybe we should take him off red mana, but... Hello? Okay. You have a snap here? Wan Shi Tong. Yeah, you got it, Super Chief. He's got nothing. Okay. In my music producing piano learning phase. That's pretty sick. We'll take him off this white source. Can we ballad him? We're gonna try to. He might have a remand here. have to exile to pick up another land. Does he have anything he can cast? He has a remand. Good game. 5. We're gonna maul. Don't love this hand either, but that's okay. We're having some mana problems here, chat. I'm gonna have to take a little gander. Oh, never mind, it got better. Is this just generic elves? Yes, it is. Give me your Leaf Crown. Paradise Druid. Swings for 1. Alright, we're looking for a Damnation or a Ballad here, chat. Finds an Archdruid, which is fine. We are taking some... okay, there's our Damnation. We'll kill his Archdruid. We are going to go a little low on life here. And he has a Lair of the Hydra, which sucks for us. He plays Elvish Mystic. Swings at us. Ow. Do we even... We have to top deck, like, an untapped land so we can Karn into Pithing Needle? Well, now we can't because he does that. Well, yeah, we need an untapped land. That's not an untapped land, chat. That's an untapped land. And we can Shanty his lair now, so we're okay. He Elvish Mystics us. For what, 3? Yeah. Music is too impressive for what I do. A church singer wants to record and make songs. Ballad. Should I just land this Karn? Am I safe? No, I'm not really safe, am I? If he top decks, I should have balladed. I might have just killed myself. Whoops. Whoops. That was my bad. If he top decked any Lord, I'm just dead. Okay. Whew. Chat, I'm so good at this game. Never didn't have it. That was a close one, boys. That was a close one. Well, that's cool. Okay, we got a Shanty. We can start firing up the God Pharaoh, I think. Does this activate only as a sorcery? No, I can do it anytime. Clan Caller's fine. We're gonna Shanty that. Okay. Alright, chat. That was a very close one. We almost killed ourselves. Or at least we didn't sequence that properly, play that out right. My fault. I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility. I can't keep this, right? I need early interaction. Jesus Christ. Deck. Okay. We can... Okay. Jesus. Okay, that was a good pickup. You got a 2-drop in there? Yeah, you do. Give me your Master. This Lair of the Hydra is probably going to be the worst thing for us, actually. We do take a lot of life. Okay, Ballad was a great pickup. We're going to get Sworn at for 2, probably. We'll have to snipe this circle. Do I want a Thoughtseize here? Not really, but I'm going to. Fuck! Chat, I shouldn't have done that. And he picks up the clan collar. Of course he does. Top deck a land, baby. Give me a land. Give me a land. Give me a land. That's not a land. I'm dead to a lot. Give me some lands. Okay. That's not the land I wanted. We're just dead, right? 1, 2, 2, 5. We're not dead yet. We're close. Unless he top decked another. He could also just clan caller us. Yeah, I did tap on. Oof. Alright. Chat, we take a lot of damage. Also, the fact that he had Lair of the Hydra both games has hurt me. That feels bad. Okay, this hand's fine. We can shanty on one. We can, yeah. Okay, okay. All right, chat. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, all right. Can my opponent stop playing Lair of the Hydra? That'd be cool. I feel like manlands are like, oh, okay, so he's just playing a lot of them. That explains so much, chat. Manlands are a hard thing for me to mess with. Mine's double War Master. Absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. So I definitely feel like we have tools to beat anything. Our deck's just really losing to itself a lot, huh? Maybe we gotta rework the mana base on this. Is he gonna swing out here? He might. No. Yeah, he will. We'll block with Squee. Dude's just ripping off the top. We need a Damnation, but even then, we're gonna die to manlands. And he has a second. Dude has double layer, double Coco. Damn it, chat. Dude's got fucking gas left and right here, huh? Yeah, we're just dead. Jesus! We got ripped apart. Anyway, yeah, I think I want to swap in 2 Thirst over 2 Molten Collapses, or maybe a 3-1 split. But I think we just need a little bit more. GG's, Brave. We need a little more interaction early on. I missed the Fatal Pushes and the Blood Chief's Thirst from the old version. The chorus package feels pretty good. Shanty him into Ballad. Ballad gains you so much life, and when you sack your own Squee, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But the card board, having access to the full 15 again, is sick. I'm glad they reverted that change for best of 1 and best of 3. I think Blast Zone, I feel like our utility lands are pretty good. It's just like the actual man. We're like taking so much damage. And I really don't want to play a starting town mana base anyways. Bedevil feels... Maybe we do a 3-3 split on Collapse and Bedevil. Instant speed's great, but Collapse is better earlier. And they play a similar role. But yeah, overall, 3 and 2, not bad. Obviously, that tempo deck kind of just conceded to us as our regular record. But we played what? What did we play against? Mono Blue. We played against a mid-range pile. Beat that. Rogues, we just did not line up well against. Jeskai Control felt fine. We got early Karn Liquid Metal Coating out on them, which is another sweet roll, or not roll, but route you can go against those like decks that just have so many answers. We can just start going mana denial on them. But yeah, I think we might be able to tune the sideboard a little bit more. We could probably drop a ring and open up one more slot. I don't know if we also need... I like having access to like Crypt and Soul Guide Lantern if you need both. But I'm not sure we need the second ring or the second piece of that, and we might be able to bring in something else. But main deck wise, I think a few adjustments to the removal we're playing will help that early game. We could maybe even drop like I've always wanted to play like Hitsudu Consumes All, which I think is an hilarious card. But we're probably better off playing like Pyroclasm or something. Or maybe I mean, you could also smash in and play like Wrath of the Skies, but 4 colors seems a little crazy in the current build. So, anywho, yeah, we haven't played Squee-Blade in a long time. Felt fine. Still somewhat relevant. Maybe not a top dog or competing with the top dogs, but we have tools to beat everything. Ballad against auras and some cheap interaction. Discard against other mid-range threats. Squee and Karn against control and stuff. So I felt happy with it. We'll keep tuning here and there. We'll probably pop into stream to play this every once in a while, but I like the updates. I like the updates for sure. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.